Ever wondered if what you're seeing is real or just an illusion? Like, have you ever looked at a picture or a video online and thought, wait, is that even possible? We're living in a world where technology is constantly pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible, and sometimes it feels like we're stepping into a sci-fi movie. Today, we're diving into some mind-blowing AI tools that are free and will make you question reality. We're talking about tools that can generate art, write stories, and even create videos that look incredibly real, but are entirely fabricated. It's wild and honestly a little bit scary, but stick around because we're breaking it all down. This isn't just some abstract tech talk. This is about understanding the tools that are shaping the world around us. And trust me, you want to be in the know on this one. First up, we're talking about DeepArt. This tool has been around for a while, but it's still one of the most impressive examples of AI in action. You upload a photo, choose an art style, and DeepArt uses neural networks to recreate your image. Think Van Gogh's Starry Night, but with your dog as the subject. Or maybe you want to see your selfie in the style of Picasso. It's wild how realistic and detailed these AI-generated images can be. DeepArt lets you see the world through a different lens. It feels like you're collaborating with the AI. You're feeding it an image and an artistic style, and it's interpreting that in its own way. It's like having a personal, AI-powered artist at your fingertips. And the level of customization is insane. You can tweak the settings, experiment with different styles, and fine-tune the output. DeepArt even lets you adjust the intensity of the effect. It raises questions about the nature of art itself. Is it still art if it's created by an algorithm? Where do we draw the line between human creativity and artificial intelligence? It's a bit of a head-scratcher, but that's what makes this stuff so fascinating. DeepArt isn't just a cool tool, it's a glimpse into the future of creativity. Now you might be thinking, okay, cool, but what can I actually do with this? Well, the possibilities are pretty much endless. Imagine using DeepArt to create unique artwork for your home, designing one-of-a-kind album covers, or even generating visuals for a music video. And the best part, DeepArt is completely free to use. Yeah, you heard that right. You can head over to their website right now and start creating your own AI-powered masterpieces. It's a great example of how powerful and accessible AI tools are becoming, and it's only the tip of the iceberg. All right, moving on to something a little more intense, deepfakes. Now, if you haven't heard of deepfakes before, buckle up, because this is where things start to get really trippy. Deepfakes are basically videos that have been manipulated using AI to replace one person's face with another. And I'm not talking about those cheesy face swap apps we used to play with. These are incredibly realistic fakes that can be almost impossible to distinguish from the real thing. We've seen deepfakes used for everything from creating hilarious memes to spreading misinformation and propaganda. And as the technology continues to evolve, it's getting even harder to tell what's real and what's not. Think about the implications of that for a second. Imagine seeing a video of a politician saying or doing something they never actually did. Or what about a deepfake video of a loved one that's used to scam people out of money? It's a scary thought, and it highlights the potential dangers of AI when it falls into the wrong hands. But on the flip side, deepfake technology also has the potential for good. For example, it's being used in the film industry to create more realistic special effects, and even bring deceased actors back to life on the big screen. It's also being used in educational contexts to create more engaging and immersive learning experiences. So, yeah, deepfakes are a double-edged sword. They have the power to both entertain and deceive, to educate and to manipulate. It's up to us to be aware of the technology and to think critically about the content we consume online. Deepfakes are a prime example of why it's so important to be media literate in the age of AI. We need to be able to question what we see, to cross-reference information, and to be wary of anything that seems too good to be true. Chapter 3. GPT-3, the AI that writes like a human. Let's switch gears now and talk about something a little less visually jarring but equally mind-blowing, GPT-3. GPT-3, or Generative Pre-trained Transformer 3, is a language model developed by OpenAI. In simpler terms, it's an AI that's really good at understanding and generating human language. We're talking about an AI that can write poems, code websites, compose emails, and even hold conversations that are almost indistinguishable from those you'd have with a real person. It's honestly kind of freaky how human-like GPT-3 can be. You can give it a prompt like write a short story about a robot who falls in love with a human, and it'll churn out a surprisingly coherent and creative piece of writing. And the more information you feed it, the better it gets at tailoring its output to your specific needs. GPT-3 is already being used in a ton of different applications, from chatbots and virtual assistants to content creation tools and even educational software. Imagine having an AI that can grade essays, provide personalized feedback on your writing, or even generate ideas for your next blog post. The possibilities are pretty much endless. Of course, like any powerful technology, GPT-3 has its limitations. It can sometimes generate biased or offensive content, and it's not always perfect at understanding the nuances of human language. But despite its flaws, GPT-3 is a remarkable achievement in the field of artificial intelligence. And it gives us a glimpse into a future where AI could play an even more integral role in our lives. Chapter 4: DALL-E, Creating Images from Words. Now let's talk about DALL-E, another AI tool from OpenAI that's absolutely blowing people's minds. DALL-E is all about creating images from text descriptions. You heard that right? You type in what you want to see and DALL-E generates it for you. Want to see an armchair in the shape of an avocado? DALL-E can do that. How about a snail made of harp? DALL-E's got you covered. It's like having a personal AI artist that can bring your wildest imaginations to life. What's so impressive about DALL-E is its ability to understand and combine concepts in ways that would never occur to a human artist. It's not just about generating realistic images. It's about exploring the boundaries of creativity and pushing the limits of what we thought was possible. DALL-E is still in its early stages of development, but it's already being used by artists, designers, and even architects to generate new ideas and explore creative possibilities. Imagine being able to simply describe a building you have in mind and having DALL-E generate a series of images that you can then use as a starting point for your design. Or how about using DALL-E to create illustrations for a children's book or even design characters for a video game? DALL-E is another example of how AI is blurring the lines between reality and imagination. And it's going to be fascinating to see how this technology continues to evolve in the years to come. Chapter 5: Replika, the AI friend that listens. Finally, let's end on a slightly different note with Replika, an AI companion app that's designed to provide companionship and emotional support. Now, I know what you're thinking. An AI friend. Sounds a little Black Mirror-esque, right? But hear me out because Replika is actually pretty interesting. Essentially, Replika is a chatbot that learns and adapts to your personality over time. You can chat with it about your day, share your thoughts and feelings, and even play games with it. The more you interact with Replika, the more it learns about you, and the more personalized its responses become. Now, Replika isn't meant to replace human interaction, but it can provide a sense of companionship for people who are feeling lonely, isolated, or just need someone to talk to. It's like having a digital shoulder to cry on, without the judgment or social anxiety that can sometimes come with talking to another person. Replika has actually gained a lot of traction during the pandemic as people have been looking for ways to stay connected and combat feelings of loneliness. It's a testament to the power of AI to not only entertain and inform, but also to provide comfort and support. Of course, it's important to remember that Replika is still an AI, and it's not capable of truly understanding or reciprocating human emotions. But it can offer a listening ear, a non-judgmental space to vent, and a sense of connection that can be incredibly valuable in today's world. The future is now, so there you have it. 5 AI tools that are already changing the way we see and interact with the world around us. These tools are not just fascinating but also free to use. They truly blur the lines between reality and illusion, making us question what's real, what's possible, and what it even means to be human in the age of artificial intelligence. It's an exciting time to be alive, but it's also a time to be cautious, to think critically about the technology we're creating and to use it responsibly. As AI continues to evolve, it's up to us to ensure that it's used for good, to enhance our lives, and to create a future that benefits everyone. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. And be sure to let me know in the comments which of these AI tools you're most excited about.